Man, watch this. I didn't think that would work so well. Hey turtle nerds, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're kind of going back to my roots, sitting on the floor in front of all my turtles. This is like back to my college dorm days, but I thought today that I would make something like informative and really good, something that a lot of people have been asking me about, besides where I get my terrapins from, which I've gone over. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about turtles that stay small. Remember to research your pets before you get them. Do all your research. You know plenty about them before you get involved with buying a new pet. Before we get started with today's video, by the way, guys, make sure that you hit that red subscribe button right down next to my channel name and the bell notification thingy so that we get notified when I upload new videos. Also, if you want to support me, support the channel, help me feed these kids, make sure that you guys hit the link right up over here and you head over to my Patreon. Over there, I'm trying to be more active, upload more photos, videos, behind the scenes stuff, bonus videos, live streams, all that kind of good stuff. Plus you get to join this list of lovely people. In the future, they will also be more eligible for giveaways, get exclusive access to merch before I come out with it, all that kind of fun stuff. So with all that annoying things out of the way, let's get into this video, yeah? The first species that we're gonna talk about is one that I actually own right up at the top of this rack system, and that is the spotted turtle. It only gets about 4 inches full-sized as a male and maybe 5 or 6 inches full-size as a female. They range all the way from up in New Jersey down to Florida. They live in vernal pools, these freshwater pools with really high water quality. They're really rich in tannins, which is just like leaf decay. It turns that water like a tea color. Slightly acidic water as well. It helps keep fungus away, and they're omnivorous, so they feed on plant life, vegetation, as well as, you know, little fish, little bugs, crickets, whatever they can find. Spotted turtles like the land a little bit more, so it's good to give them an option with a little bit of land rather than just a basking space. I have a couple reasons why they make absolutely great pets. Before we go on though, make sure they're legal where you're at because they're protected a lot in their native range because they're poached a lot. Their populations are declining due to habitat loss and all that fun stuff. Thankfully in captivity though, they're bred pretty regularly. So spotted turtles, number one, they're beautiful. They're completely black with those yellow dots on them, completely stunning. They're really personable as well, and like I said, they don't get that big. They are a little bit sensitive to water quality, so make sure you keep it just a hair acidic or you're keeping up with your water changes. Spotted turtles don't have that webbing between their hands, so they can have a little bit of trouble swimming. Make sure you have plenty of decorations and things for them to get to the surface, and don't make that water too deep. No higher than the length of their shell if they were upright. I mean, you can, but then make sure that they have stuff to climb to the surface. They can take cold temperatures. They are, you know, their range extends up into New Jersey. All the turtles I'm gonna mention, by the way, have water temperatures between 75 and like 82 degrees, and that's a pretty safe area to keep them. So yeah, that's our first species that gets small. The next one is gonna be just kind of a combination. I'm gonna like do a blanket term. These are mud and musk turtles. Most mud and musk turtles are native to like the southeast or just the eastern part of the United States. These are like your eastern mud turtles, your razorback musk turtles, your loggerhead musk turtles, your three-striped mud turtles. They all sort of have pretty much the same requirements, so I just do a blanket term for all of them. So these guys usually come, like musk turtles are more in like these rivers and creeks, kind of more fast moving water. Both of them though really like aquatic vegetation and a lot of crevices and places to hide and whatnot, but make sure it's not a drowning hazard. But they like different places to explore and they like aquatic vegetation. These guys are only gonna get, you know, maybe 6 inches as an adult female. Males of course will get smaller due to sexual dimorphism. Males are smaller than females. I think that they make excellent pets. I mean, I would say a 55-gallon, 75-gallon tank would be perfect for like an adult female. Give them plenty of space to swim. These guys are omnivores. They like a little bit of plant material. They are a little bit more carnivorous though than spotted turtles. So mud and musk turtles, a lot like spotted turtles, also need places to climb and get up to the surface. They're not great swimmers. They're better than spotted turtles, but they still need, you know, a little bit of help sometimes, and just preventing a drowning hazard, giving a nice place for them to climb up and get to the surface is very beneficial. Now the last species that we're going to talk about is kind of another blanket, but it is the male. Make sure that you get a male because females will get too large, of either map turtles, painted turtles, or Diamondback Terrapins. The males of these species will only get about 6 or 7 inches fully grown. That's about this big, and that's fully grown. Because of that, you can get away with keeping them in something smaller, a smaller type of enclosure, like a 75-gallon tank, rather than like an adult female terrapin, which can get, you know, like I have outside dragon fruit. She's huge. I mean, I can't even imagine her in an aquarium. Come on in. Hi, puppy. Louie. Oh, hi, baby. Okay, Louie, you're gonna be here for the rest of my video. I'm gonna be petting my dog here for the rest of this video. He's leaving. Louie, why? No, come back. All right, cool. So he's done with me, like my ex. So the males of these species, right? You can keep them in like a 75-gallon tank full grown and they're gonna be just fine, you know? So the care for each of these species is a little bit different. Like terrapins are a little more carnivorous, painted turtles are a little more omnivorous. Those three species are actually really good swimmers. You can put them, you know, right away after they get about that big from hatchling size into a nice deep enclosure, and they will appreciate all the space that you can give them. They're not shy, they're not very skittish, they're very outgoing, except for map turtles, but painted turtles and terrapins, super duper friendly species, and they will love as much room as you give them. If we really want to talk about like species that stay small though, there's a lot of like Asian species like the Geomyda spangleri. Those are the black-breasted Vietnamese leaf turtle, Vietnam whatever turtles. Those guys will only get like this big and they're terrestrial, but the issue is that they're not bred that much in captivity. They're kind of hard to find, and it's like $800 for a hatchling. So yeah, that's like a general overview, their diets, their habitat, where they kind of come from. And yeah, so those are some species to consider when you're wanting to get a turtle that stays small. You don't have that much room. Even a 40-gallon tank would do just fine for most of these species for a good amount of time before you have to upgrade. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed something a little more informative. Let me know if you would prefer like this kind of informational stuff or just me, you know, screwing around with my turtles doing all kinds of weird stuff. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Looks like it rained a little bit, but let's let this gal go. She is so beautiful. Whoa! Here she goes. Look out, Bean. Look at the size of this turtle in comparison to Bean. Wow. And I don't think she's interacted with other turtles before, so this is definitely interesting for her. Totally new environment. And so far it looks like she likes it. Wow. Hey there!